Hey everybody, it's Cam. Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk some stocks. So today is March 18th, Thursday, after our market hours. It's 1:18 right now. So main indices fell really hard today on the 10-year Treasury yield going up. NFT stocks ran again. Bitcoin hit 60, dropped, but a lot of pressure from those yields driving tech stocks down. And tomorrow is a quadruple witching day. So you have options expiring, futures contracts, index options. So a big day. A lot of people look forward to it for volatility reasons. And AMC is definitely going to be in interest. As it's been a favorite from Wall Street Bets, and it's been in the midst of curling up, going higher for a lot of people. Talking about short squeeze. And we closed today exactly at $14. So up 3.24%, closed at $14 on the dot. And obviously it's been an interest of people on YouTube. I made multiple videos on it, but I think tomorrow could be a big day for AMC to look to go higher. And so we'll start right here on the weekly chart. So this is actually a monthly chart, so it's incredibly long term here. So it goes all the way back out 2014. So the red Fibonacci retracements from that high down to the low. The green was from a week ago. Let's just remove it. So we have the blue one here, from the previous run at the end of January. So it's low to the high that it set at the end of the month. And you'll see right now we're basically sitting around this 50 fib from the blue. Hard to see on this chart just where it's lined up. And then the 61 here on the red. Those correspond with 1397, 1439. And that green set I just removed had another 50 fib right at 14.55. So that area has been an interest from the other videos. And if you look here, the histogram bars are volume. So quite a large amount of volume at 1455, and then significantly drops off as we go above there. So that 1450 area has been an area of interest for myself watching AMC during the last couple weeks, talking about if we can get through that, then we can quickly move to see if we can go take out this 61.8 fib here on the green, maybe go take out this bar 1725, and then go look to take out the January high of $20. As as the volume decreases those areas, the likelihood of the move being explosive through that zone increases. And as we build up and get through this volume block here, that increased volume acts as a springboard basically to go higher. So if we go down to the weekly, you'll see a little bit better picture here on the volume. So where we basically open this week and close, right? So we had a lot of volume around the 12s that act as a springboard, and then obviously this volume gets filled in over time, so it's changed over the weeks. But it basically each level where we popped, support has been laid in volume there, comes to retest that area and moves higher. So we had that retest of the $12 area earlier this week, and then have been pushing higher throughout this week. We had the two insta-days, Tuesday, Thursday, and then today we closed higher. All right, so the candle's red. That's another thing. I'm not a huge fan of Thinkorswim, but the candle's red because the open was actually higher than the close, but the stock is actually up on the day. I talked about my pre-market videos and after-market videos from yesterday. We look to see, these two inside bar, typical easy inside bar play on the daily, set target or an alert right at the high. If it goes through that, you go long, and then you look to take out the engulfing bar candle high as a target. And we did that today, barely, right? So got to 1454, sold off. We'll look at that here on the 5-minute chart, but just to stay on the daily so I don't have to jump around a ton. You'll see down here below, we did have more volume today than yesterday, 120 million compared to 78 million. Did have some selling. Obviously, when we got to that 1450 level, there was a ton of resistance right there. On the level 2 at the time, there was over a million shares at a time just sitting there at like every cent around 1450, and we just couldn't break through it. Didn't get enough volume to go through that area. But increase in volume is a good thing. So likely for tomorrow we get another boost in volume up. Being it Friday, as these options will be expiring. So we'll need that added volume to get through that 1450 level. So we'll go down to the 5-minute just to look at the intraday action just from yesterday too. So yesterday ran after hours. Okay, it's still upward movement, and pre-market pullback, from about the 5 o'clock hour, finds a base about 5:45, gets up, get a little pop, and initial buying pressure gets us right through that 450 level. Gets up to 452. Sellers come in, smack this thing lower, bounce off that 50 fib, retest 1450 again. Right, we get the poke up to 1454. Sellers smash it down again, and then basically we downtrend the rest of the day. And then here in the power hour, 12 to 1, 12:30 time frame, we go test that high from the previous 2 days, the 1360 level, poke down to 1357, but buyers come in real strong, push this thing back up, gets to close right at $14. See, we made a little push here after hours. Now we're pulling back into moving averages. So we'll see what happens in after hours, right? So AMC and GameStop have been, movers in after hours. So if you're able to find plays there in the after hours or create a position to go long overnight, like yesterday, I talked about how this, broke up higher over that 1360 level to look for an entry on a pullback after hours, and that would have been a solid play for today if that was taken. But I think an important aspect to look at with AMC, just for tomorrow being Friday option expiration, is to see where those options are at. So if we switch over to Yahoo Finance, we'll see the option straddle here. So the lesser calls, rights are puts. So $14, $14.50, $15 area is obviously the area of interest for calls, just in terms of volume right here. So basically 48,000, 35,000, 53,000, between 14, 14.50 and $15. So if we can get through those areas, that's 130 million shares that have to be bought if we can get through $15 tomorrow. So just a huge concentration on the call side, right between $14, $15. The put side really just sitting at $14, 28,000 right now. A little bit, significantly less compared to the call side at 13 of 15,000. So it looks like a lot of people are going to be trying to push this thing up tomorrow. And then you see 16's got a little less, and then $20 has about the similar amount to the $16 amount. So we'll look to see those $14, $14.50, and $15 areas to be very key levels of interest for Friday intraday trading action. So if we stay above $14 here in after hours, obviously 14.50 is the area that's going to be acting as huge resistance, just like it did today. If we can pop through that, $15 is going to be the next target. So it's kind of that, whole dollar, half dollar move that will be of interest tomorrow in AMC. And then once those levels get through, I think like with the call option there, they had it $16. People are looking at this same things, and $16 is where we had basically two highs for two highs on candles on the daily, and we're getting up to that 61.8 fib from the previous move. So that's what I've been looking at here, breaking down on AMC for the move going into tomorrow's quad witching hour. Let me know what your thoughts are on AMC in the comments. I'll get back to you. I appreciate all you guys' feedback, all your tidbits. Everything's combined here. It should be, right? So great art is steal from other people. So if you have input, I would like to know it too. I'm always learning as well. Feel free to share, and I'll get back and comment to you as well with my thoughts. So thank you guys for your time. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Hope you got something out of it. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.